All right, guys, welcome back to Beautiful Mind. Today I'm taking a break from the last sections of our forecasting course, and I just wanted to give you a little update. We've had quite a bit of market volatility here, and we're just going to talk about a bunch of that and see what kind of sense can be made of all of that, given the fact that in our forecast from the 2023. This is the forecast I penned. I did this 1 year in advance. It is now January. The scale here says around 40,000. Yeah, we've been just vibrating slightly above that and up to about 49,000. So within the 10,000 level. Right now, if Bitcoin can make a bottom and hold this structure at 40,000 here, then we will be moving up, and our next sequence will be this 50 level here. 52, I would think it would be somewhat next in that movement. However, anything can happen. So a movement from 40 up to 52 would be a 180-degree move on the square of 9. And we've talked about this many times before about sequences and how they can take place. So we've moved back to the 40 area right here. So looking at this, you can see that we have swung all the way around to 49. So we've moved 135 degrees, and we've moved all the way back pretty much 135 degrees. So sitting on 40 now, which is in line with 69 and 19 here. Also note it's in line with 28. So from here, if we are to hold 40, then it is likely and possible we have a 180-degree swing and we come all the way around and touch upon 53. If we sit back down in a reaction down to this 49 and 46 level and hold that, then my 2024 Bitcoin forecast is very conservative, and it's possible and likely we could make a quick maneuver up in the March, April, as it is more or less stating. And we could actually bump into this 57, 61, 65, and if we had some incredible blow off, which I'm very conservative in my approaches to doing things, you know, it's possible we could make it up to there. So we need to watch 40. If 40 can, if we can hold this, there's a lot of strength there, and my forecast is really conservative then, and it's likely impossible. We could have a blow off of up to 53, and make it as high as 61. It's entirely possible. And of course, like I said, 65 and 69. However, right now, 53 seems to be within the vicinity. We have topped out at the 49 level. We just barely touched 49, which is double our 25. And when we look at that as well on the chart here, we're talking about this bottom right here. So looking at that, that's a 100% move from our bottom. We've moved up 24,000. And I want you to note that, okay? Like, let's take a look at this, okay? So when we bring this thing up to this top here, we've come up 24,000, right? So we've squared our base. We've come up almost 100% precisely, you know? So that's something, to watch out for. This is we've made a complete 360-degree move in price. That's a major swing. and we've moved back 135 degrees. A break under 40, if we were to break under 40 and have a reaction up to it and get rejected, which is very likely impossible, then I am expecting we could have a move back to this 31 level here. You know, retest this whole area here, this building block. But if we don't break these areas, and we have this slow trend line moving up here from these lower bottoms here, and they crisscross in this area here. So if we hold on here, it's possible we have another big move up, and we retest this area, and it's possible we get rejected by this ring here. You can see our indicators are starting to bottom now. The energy of this move looks like it has subsided temporarily. So take note of that. So we're getting very wide swings now. Right? They're 135 degrees now, from 49 to 40. That's our sequence now. So they're getting really wide. So when we break back below this, it'll be a retest of our 37 level here, right in here. And if 37 doesn't hold, then there's back to our 34 here. And it would be nothing for Bitcoin to make a move back to there. And then as you can see here, 32 and 31 here, this area right here on our trend line represents this 31 here. So the market is very strong and overheated right now, and there's a lot of volatility in the market. And I'm just cautioning that we could have a severe pullback. However, we could experience some more upward movement. We could melt up and be retesting this area, and nothing like that would surprise me. It's completely within the realm up to this late part of January here. It's certainly we could certainly move right up into this very beginning part of February and retest this ring again and become rejected. However, if we stay above this 40 level, then it's very possible and likely that 53 is in fact our next target. And even 57, that would be 135 degrees in the opposite direction. And we could certainly, that could certainly happen with without too much problem. I think we could certainly come up to there. Sure, we could have this. We could get a rejection up to here. So we're just watching this carefully, and keep your stops well placed. Obviously, the market has been looking for stops in this vicinity. So at this point, if your stops are around this point here, just above these old tops, that would be a pretty good placement, I would say. And try not to keep them too close to here, unless, of course, you're late to the party. Then you might want to keep your stops a lot tighter. So with that, we have a few sequences that have unfolded. Now we're going to go take a little look at what's happened over the market, and we're going to discuss the 180 degrees or 180 days. And when the sun moves all the way around this thing, this great circle, and makes it 180 degrees, we have changes. Let's go take a look at a few because we have many. We have several that we can take a look at, and these comparisons will be really validating. Okay, starting with our big pullback in March. If we were just to use the half of the sine wave, or 180 degrees, we'd be able to see that changes in trend occur around that time. Okay, so this one's 183 to 185. Okay, well, the real change did come here. So making it really precise, geez, we're back to the change. Let's go to our next signaling top here. All right. And let's just take a look at this top. But before we move forward, let's move backward. So we're saying we're looking for 180. Well, look, right in this 180 area is this angle in this topping area, which was at the last part of the year. Okay, so, and it's sitting on this area here, this. So, is that an area where we could say that 180 days from something, we can find another sequence? Well, certainly. Okay, so let's just move out now a little bit in time from this top here, right? Let's just move along quietly. And I told you that you should buy around the 180-day area. And of course, that was it was the last couple of days before the market had an abrupt move up, and my market forecast was calling for an October buy. And as you guys know me, stuff months and months and months in advance. And looking at that, this is October.